Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing well. So for this reading I'm going to use a new deck which was kindly gifted to me recently by Yvonne. So thank you once again Yvonne for sending me this beautiful deck which is the Radiant Wilds Tarot. And it says navigate inner desert dreamscapes. It's really got a desert vibe to it as well actually, with the colour of the deck, especially the orange on the back and the gold gilded edges as well, which is really lovely. I've just had a look through the cards as well before cleansing and shuffling them, and I just really love these cards, the vibrant colours. It's sort of got like a modern art vibe to it. Surrealist potentially, I'm not sure if that's correct, but that's the sort of feel I'm getting. And I love the fact that often it's just a figure in the cards that we see, like a silhouette, which is great because in tarot there's no gender. I'll just show you the image on the book as well, which is sort of Art Deco. That's what comes to mind when I see it. We'll use the book as well for this reading, and I'm just going to do a reading only with this deck today. We'll see what comes through for the collective. If you'd like a private reading, they're currently available, and the link to my shop is in the description box below. So let's just see what comes through then for the collective. We've got the Six of Wands, Knight of Swords, as you can see, really vibrant colours in these cards, which is really lovely. So what I'm getting first of all, this card standing out, the Three of Swords. This could be the energy of some of you where you've been hurt in the past. You could still be healing. There's someone there on your mind potentially, who you're still thinking about. Yeah, I'm getting emotions as I say this. Someone who hurt you. Some of you have walked away from that person, or they walked away from you. But some of you, with the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, you feel quite alone. You miss this person, or you just feel like you don't fit in, potentially. Now, some of you could have some challenges at the moment or to come, I feel, with the Knight of Swords. I'm just feeling here like some tests, potentially, karmic lessons, where you may need to stand your ground. I'm getting here like, chess moves. Thinking strategically, getting to that, like the next level, so to speak. So yeah, tests here. I'm really feeling like standing your ground, coming through, speaking your truth. And even here, it's like a lot of contemplation coming through in these cards. I really like the images in these cards because, obviously I read intuitively, not just what the card means. And there's a lot of reflection coming through in both of these, moving forwards through that rainbow, that blessing ahead, which has come out here, the Six of Wands, victory. See, here's all these other energies around you, but that's you shining your light. So you could be a light worker and having success in some area of your life. if that's on your mind. I do feel for some of you though, with the Page of Cups, for some of you this is an apology that could be coming your way. Someone who wants to, I'm just hearing like mend bridges. I don't know if that's even a phrase, but that's what I'm hearing. Heal things between you and this person with the Three of Swords, definitely. Let's just get a little bit more on these two cards here. And you've got the Fool, yeah, starting a fresh chapter. Starting again, moving on from this heartbreak, which we're seeing there, you know, you making the decision to move forward. And for some of you, you may meet someone new, potentially. Also getting just healing there, forgiveness of, you know, whatever this was, this energy that came through. We'll just get a little bit more there on the top energy. The Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel turns in your favour with that success. I'm really seeing that for a lot of you with these two cards. Good fortune, feeling on top of the world, achieving something, and feeling, like I said with this card, like making the right move, going through the right door. Some of you are being guided through a new door. I'm getting there. Now, as I said, I'm going to use the book because what I really like, I just had a look through before, is that for each card there's a radiance tip. Just gives you a little bit of guidance. So I thought that's a really lovely touch in here. So let's look at the Six of Wands. See what it tells you. And it's also like a little mantra there. It says, I know that I shine bright. The radiance tip is mark each of your successes when they happen. Throw yourself a party, whether that's a ritual by yourself or going out with your friends. Treat yourself to something special or celebrate with a kindness to a stranger. Okay, so that's interesting. Let's see the Fool as well. What we get for that one. It says, I leap into possibility. Yeah, so that's your guidance. And the radiance tip, take a moment to skip instead of walking, to connect to your inner child. Yeah, which we're seeing there, aren't we? Someone jumping for joy, that carefree sort of attitude. So some of you here are really, with these two cards, Wheel of Fortune as well, you're being guided to take that leap in a new direction, whatever it may be. Do you feel for some of you it's changing career or job, for example? Let's also look at the Wheel of Fortune's message. So we'll see number 10 for an ending, potentially. It says, I am moving with change. And the radiance tip is propagate a plant in a glass of water. Watch it grow roots and eventually pot it. Observe it through its seasons as it grows leaves. Yeah, so making changes, growing, evolving. Okay, it's interesting. Let's take an overall guidance card for you all. We've got the Moon. Okay, Okay, so coming out of any fear or confusion, I feel, is the guidance there in terms of making this change. Trusting your intuition as well. Let's have a look at this one in the book. If I can find it. Yeah. So the message there, I delve into my inner world. It's also a direction. It gives you dark of night, depth, illusion. Let's read the radiance tip. On the next full moon, hold a moon ceremony. Make moon water, draw a tarot card and set your intentions. That's interesting, yeah, because the full moon is a very good time to do that, to set your intentions, manifest. It says there, the moon, in the dark of the unknown, some things may not be what you think they are. Be intentional in what and whom you trust, and investigate further when something seems too good to be true. Okay, so yeah, a bit of guidance there in terms of just watching your step, in terms of this change potentially, making the right move, as I said there. Because I was really feeling, as I said, some tests from the universe here for some of you in terms of which option you take. Some of you may have more than 2 options here. Let's have a look at what's not seen, the unknown. The 2 of Cups, wow. So yeah, for some of you, there is a partnership here on the way. There's love, balance, harmony, a decision, potentially, for some of you. As I said about, maybe more than 2 options. That's coming through. Let's have a look in the book. I rarely use the books, as you know, in my readings, but, because it's a new deck, it's nice to have a look through, and I really like, as I said, the radiance tip they have. So the message here is, together we learn to dance the cosmic serenade. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, because of the dance there. Direction, love, union, synergy, devotion. So that's the direction some of you are going to be moving in. Radiance tip, in any current relationship, long-standing or new, take time to ask each other some questions about your deepest values. So some of you, as I said, you could already be in a relationship, and it's time to maybe, deepen that relationship, potentially. Have honest discussions with each other. And for some of you, this is what you're manifesting. With the Wheel of Fortune here, something destined that's on the way, so have hope. Because this is like what's not seen by some of you. You're not maybe believing that this is potential. Okay, one more guidance card for the collective. And we got the 5 of Pentacles. Now here we've got this solitary energy walking through that door that I mentioned before. The star there, I'm feeling like it's destined, with the success that came out there. For some of you though, with the 5 of Pentacles, it could mean leaving something behind, a job, which I felt before, maybe your home, maybe a relationship. And that's why the moon came out, because there could be some fear in terms of doing this, but we've got the sun at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Now the sun and moon can show a union, soulmate union here, with the Two of Cups. That's strongly coming out, but it's also the most positive card in the deck. So stay positive, you know, have hope, because I feel some of you have lost a bit of hope. Let's just have a look at the Five of Pentacles message. So it says, I accept that I live in an abundant universe. So yeah, not being in an energy of misfortune and pessimism or isolation, which this card can show. And we're seeing that with the solitary energy. The Radiance tip says, list everything that you have going for yourself at this moment. If it's difficult, find everyday items like the weather. Tune into gratitude, even for the little things, and you'll open yourself to receive. Yeah, that's a really good guidance message to end on. So not being in that energy of pessimism, like you're alone, isolated. Move out of that energy. Have hope, be in this positive energy like the sun, and you'll see things turn around with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so that was pretty clear, I think, as a reading. I'll leave that there. Really hope you've enjoyed this little reading with this wonderful new deck. Watch out for it again in future readings. I'll definitely be using this one again. Love it. Thank you so much for being here. Sending lots of love to you all.